Hey guys, how are you? Wow, it's late. I usually come in here way earlier in the day, but either way, happy Monday. How is everyone? For those that don't know and are new to me, this is Eva from evacponce.com. I am an intuitive life strategist. I work with women in business and I help them unravel the resistance that they have and showing up and making themselves a priority in their day and doing things for themselves without the guilt, the shame, and the overwhelm that seems to consume them when they do so. So today's topic is compose yourself. And it's an interesting topic because it has three layers on compose yourself. And it really has to do when life just comes at you sideways and you're going through a particular moment, a particular crisis, a particular situation, just anything in general where you're just feeling some sort of way and you're not knowing how to handle yourself. And you're spinning, you're not knowing what to do. And my first reaction when life is just coming at you that way is to just sit down and reflect and really ask yourself, um, what's the lesson that I need to learn here? Is this happening for a reason? Am I having to have what I like to call an aha moment? For me, I call it a spiritual sit down. Is it something that's coming to me? Because it's not happening at us. Things never happen at us. Things just happen for us. And whenever life does come at us sideways that way, there's always a lesson for us to learn, something for us to grow from, something for us to move us forward. So when you're feeling like that, the first thing you should really do is to, instead of getting all up in your feelings and going down like a rabbit hole in a spiral of just so many emotions, kind of sit with it for a moment and journal if you must and ask yourself, what is the lesson that I'm being taught to learn here? What are the aspects of what's going on that's happening here? And then once you get to the point that you're reflecting on it and you're kind of like asking those questions, trust and believe that a lot of times when you really surrender to ask those questions, you're going to get answers. You really are. You just have to really trust the process that you're going through this for a particular life lesson. And when you really stop and ask yourself those questions of reflection and really wanting to know the answer of why you're going through this particular issue, you're going to find the answers. And then once you have those answers, you kind of want to do like Taylor Swift and shake it off and know that if it's for the betterment of you and for a how can I say, a life lesson that's going to put you in a better place in your life or in your business, kind of shake it off and compose yourself as such and allow yourself not to feel affected by it. Because the more we focus on that, you always attract, the old saying, you attract what you focus on. So ask yourself the questions when you're reflecting on it. Journal it if you must. Talk to yourself in the shower out loud if you have to. But really consult yourself before you go to others, because a lot of the times we want to ask a lot of people what's going on, and a lot of people are not going to have the answers that you need. And when you start outsourcing your problems to other people, they're probably, hey Shanita, how are you? They're probably going to give you answers based on where they are or their mentality and their thinking. No one's going to know you better than you. So when you are going through a situation where life is just coming at you so fast and furious, stop and reflect. Ask yourself those questions. What's the lesson that I need to learn here? Out of this particular thing, what is it that why is it happening for me now? And what's the betterment for me at the ends of the day when I'm at the end of this particular problem? And then compose yourself and shake it off, and then try not to focus on it. And take that frame of mind and take it from being in that negative space and turn it into something positive where you're just, okay, it's happening for a reason. Hey Laura, how are you? It's happening for a reason. I know I'm going through this for me to strengthen myself, for me to grow, for me to be able to, get something positive out of this. And when you're in that process of reflection and you're at that point where you're shaking it off because you don't want to sit in that element of being negative about it, there's another layer that's really going to top it off for you, because then you're going to have to come from a space of compassion. Because while you're shaking it off, you don't want to come across cocky. You don't want to come across like you're being insensitive to other people's, you know, needs and problems or things and such. Because when we tend to shake things off, we have to come from it in a loving place, in a soulful place, and not an ego place. Huge difference. Because it's a huge difference when you want to shake it off and stay positive, but still have compassion, because you also, the compassion part is a role that plays really strongly in this whole layer of learning how to deal when things come at you sideways, is to know that someone else is probably going through a lot worse than what you're going through. Trust and believe that's usually the way. We're often in a situation and we tend to dwell and drown ourselves in such emotions, thinking we're the only ones that are going through a particular problem. If you have reflection on it and you learn to shake it off, but still have compassion to know that other people are actually struggling a lot worse than you are, it's going to put you in a better place. It's going to put you in a better mindset. It's going to put you in, it's going to actually set you up for you to receive the blessing a lot sooner than to sit there and dwell on it and spiral into overwhelm and stress over. And I always say, you have the power to handle that which you have control over, and the things you don't have control over are the things you have to set free and allow the powers that be and the sources that you believe in, the universe, so to speak, to kind of do its thing and guide you through it. So that's my message for you guys today. I hope it serves you well. I just wanted to come in here because, you know, sometimes we just are going through things in life where we just don't know what to do. And a lot of the times, instead of looking for the validation from other people and the quick fixes from other people, you should be able to count on yourself. And I guarantee you, you will always find the answers within yourself if you stop to reflect. Ask the question, what is the lesson that I'm meant to learn here? This is happening to me at this particular time in my lifetime because I'm supposed to learn a lesson. This was put before me because I needed to learn that lesson. So when you stop to reflect and you're quiet enough to listen to those answers, you will be guided to things that are going to help you figure this out, to get you through this a lot quicker. And then shake it off and compose yourself in a way to know that it's going to turn out for you. All is well, you're safe, everything's going to happen for you for your highest and greater good. But when you're doing that, have compassion to know that you may be going through something you think is detrimental, and it's just you're not going to be able to get yourself out of it. But know that someone else is probably going through something worse. And know that your situation is not as bad as you're making it seem in your head. And get out of that headspace and start thinking of it in a soul-centered place, and know that you will be okay. This will make you stronger. And out of this, the growth that you're going to have and the skill set you're going to have of knowing how to get out of that particular situation and that particular circumstance is going to serve you well, and also those around you. Because if you see someone in something similar, you're probably going to be able to be that friend to help guide them through it and not allow them to get stuck in it. So that's what I have for you guys. So if you guys are resonating with this, let me know in the comments below. Feel free to share this out with someone. It was a message I had in my heart, and I know for myself, while I'm going through this growth in the spiritual journey myself, that a lot of the times it's easy for us to want to talk to everybody and get answers from everyone. And like I said, no one's going to know you better than you on how to get yourself through something like this. And sometimes you just have to stop and surrender and know that it's happening for the greater of us. And have those conversations with your sources and your divine spiritual team and with God and those that you believe in. And then ask those questions. And if you're quiet enough to know and trust, you will get the answers that you need. So that's all I have for you guys. It's 8 o'clock here in the East Coast. I'm usually not on here this late, but I was busy this afternoon, didn't get a chance to be in here, and I'm trying to be as visible as possible because my mission and my passion is to empower women and give them resources and mindful, you know, things on how to get through, you know, life in general, and allow you the permission granted that you need to show up for yourself in your life, and that you are entitled to be selfish in a great way that allows you to be that bigger and better person in your life and in your business. So if this served you well, feel free to share it out. I will be back in here tomorrow with another Mindful Minute, another tip, another public service announcement. However I show up, it's always in here in love, and to be able to teach you to grow into the bigger and better self that you are. So have a great night. I'll see you guys on this particular I'll see you guys in here tomorrow. So have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. And those that are watching the replay, I thank you and I appreciate you. Take care.